Hello, in this video I want to show you 1000Base-T1 compliance testing, and especially the power spectral density tests. For this you need a DUT that's capable for 1000Base-T1 that you see here, as well as an RTO oscilloscope that does the compliance testing. The DUT needs to be set up in test mode 5 to do that. I have done that. Test mode 5 is specified as a sequence of idle frames. So it's an arbitrary signal that you see here on the screen. And what you see on the top is the two single-ended signals, as well as on the bottom the differential signal. It's important to note that for 1000Base-T1 power spectral density testing, part of that test is the peak-to-peak output voltage of the transmitter. So it's important to measure the output voltage, and you can do that manually beforehand. I did that, and you see that at the bottom the peak to peak is around 1 volt, and this is how it should be. If it's like half of that, then you would fail that test case. Let's now do the compliance test. To do that, press Analysis, Start Compliance Test, and select 1000Base-T1. Now the compliance test starts up. You see, I have already selected the PSD power level and output voltage peak-to-peak level measurement that you have here. You need to select if you measure differential or single-ended. We do that single-ended. You can configure if you want to do smoothing and how much smoothing you want to do, and if you want to apply the HD mode to further increase the resolution of the oscilloscope. So let's test that test cases. Now, as part of the compliance test, the guided steps come up so that you make sure that you configure the DUT in the correct setup. So here you see, because we selected single-ended input, that configuration comes up and starts, and this is exactly what we've done to connect the DUT. The next step, the configuration tool tells you configure the DUT into test mode 5. You can simply cross-check, we did that beforehand, you can simply cross-check the level is about the same, so we have most likely test mode 5. So now you run the test, and now all the compliance test cases that are connected to power spectral density are automatically configured and automatically analyzed. And once this is done, you simply see in the result window if you pass or fail that result. You see by the green check mark, we passed that test. So this is a very short overview, so you're okay, you're safe, that test cases are passed. But in development, you typically want to look into the details as well. To do that, the easiest way is to generate a report and look into the report that provides all the detailed information. So what I do now is show the report, and when the report is generated, the PDF is starting, and we can go through the PDF and look for the general information that's part of the PDF, as well as for the test summary, which is exactly the summary that we've seen just before in the tool. But when you go further down in the PDF document, you see all the test details. So one example here is the power spectral density. You see the result of the test here. You see the masks that need not to be hit. And you see clearly that this is a passed result. If you would fail, you would see at what frequency range, for example, you failed that test. So you see how easy it is to do 1000Base-T1 compliance testing, and especially the power spectral density test.